Guys, we're at the animal hospital right now. Liberty's sick. There's Liberty. See him?
Yeah.
Liberty was sick. We don't know what's wrong with Liberty. So we are up here at the, what is it, the animal clinic?
Animal, I don't know. I know animal.
It's the animal clinic up here in Dawu. That's where we're at right now. Went to our vet first, and they ran some tests, and they said, bring him down here to the animal hospital. And he has some type of real bad infection. We don't know what it is, but I'll keep you guys informed, let you know. I'm using my cell phone now, so we'll fill you in. All right, guys. As you guys seen, we were at the hospital, the animal clinic hospital up here, and it's actually in Dawu. It's open 24/7. Good hospital, really nice hospital. Let me explain to you what happened, what's going on. As you see from the video that we put up yesterday, you know, Liberty came here. Liberty was fine. Liberty was walking around outside. We have fencing down below, so he can't scoot out or anything like that. The only way he's going to get out is if he like jumps up on the wall and gets out that way, because that's how the cats that wander into the yard here get out. But anyways, Liberty was doing good. Liberty was doing fine and everything. Brought Liberty inside the house, and Liberty was having like seizures, and you know, we didn't know what was going on, and he wasn't eating, he wasn't drinking, he had these seizures, and I thought, okay, well, maybe it'll just go away, you know, like anxiety or something, I don't know. So anyways, he had these seizures, and like I told Lut, like he was having like one every 10-15 minutes, you know, and it's sad to see like your animal that you love, like having, you know, going through this pain and seizures and everything, and Lut was freaking out, and I told Lut, I said, you know, we got to get Liberty to the vet. So she called the vet, and they're like, yeah, just bring the cat in. So we got to the vet, and then Liberty didn't have any seizures. But then while we were at the vet, you know, it happened so the vets could see what was going on. And what they did was they ran some blood work, right? Yeah, they ran blood work. What did they say was high? His
white cells.
His white cells was like really high, but they couldn't determine at the vet there like what was wrong. Like they knew the cat had an infection, and they knew the cat was having seizures, but they couldn't determine exactly what was wrong. Did they check and see for poison there also?
Yeah,
Did
they need to over there in clinic where we at first is
Yeah.
they can determine whether the cat have a poison or what's wrong with him. That's
Right.
called unknown illness. So they suggest us to go to the hospital and then run the other like blood test
Yeah.
again. So at that blood test, they will tell you either what's wrong with him,
Right.
and either he was in poison, something
Right.
like that.
So they basically just kind of ran like a really basic blood work sample there. And I know, you know what, I know people want to, you know, and we don't say this and tell people because we're bragging or anything like that. You know, people want to know, you know, how much do vet bills cost for animals in case you have an animal here. And I would imagine it depends on the area you go to, you know, city, province, whatever. But the vet that we use for Bachoy, they're great, they're excellent, never had a problem with them. They're not overcharging us, that's their straight cost. To run the blood work tests and the office visit at the first vet, our vet that we take Bachoy to and Liberty to, was 500 pesos, like 10 bucks. So what they did was, they didn't have anti-seizure medicine to give him a shot. They didn't have it there. So they're part of a clinic, the hospital clinic down in Dawu. So what they did was, they wrote a letter.
I forgot what's that called. It's a letter of
Admittance or
yeah,
a letter.
admission.
Admission letter or something like that they wrote And then they also put the findings that they actually found from their blood work in the paperwork. Hopped in the car then, and we drove down there. If you're in the area, Angeles City, Daewoo area, I recommend this vet or this animal clinic hospital, as you would want to call it. It's down MacArthur, heading towards Daewoo. On the left-hand side is SM Hypermark. It's a grocery store, SM Hypermark grocery store in Daewoo. On the left-hand side, the animal clinic is about a quarter mile down on the right-hand side. You can't miss it. It's a big 2-story building. It even has, big lettering outside: Animal Clinic, Animal Hospital. Highly recommend it. So anyways, we got to the hospital there. But wait, here's the thing. Let me back up quick. They gave us a box then. They gave us a box, like just a cardboard box. And we brought Liberty over wrapped up in a towel and everything like that. So the clinic, not the clinic, but the animal hospital, let me spit this out. The animal vet that we went to the first time where they did the blood work gave us a box to put Liberty in. So we put Liberty in the box with his towel, got in the car to drive down to the clinic, and Liberty,
Hospital?
The hospital. And Liberty didn't have a single seizure.
Yeah.
Like, he stopped having seizures. I mean, he was still like tired and like just laying there, and you could tell he was just whooped, because like I said, he was having them so often. So we drove down to the animal hospital and went inside. Really nice people, filled out paperwork. I handed them the results from the other place. They weighed Liberty, but yeah, like, he wasn't having a seizure to show them what was going on. So they took us then back into one of the rooms. The rooms were nice and clean. They were sterile. Everything was wiped down. I mean, you could smell like the alcohol from cleaning the tables and everything. And the vet came in and he said, we just got to run some more tests to find out what's causing this infection. So they drew blood on Liberty, and we sat there. Maybe 10 minutes later, they came back and they said, Liberty has a kidney infection.
Kidney failure? Like
kidney infection or partial kidney failure. Yeah, they said that's he has the infection that's causing his kidney to fail, or his kidney to have problems. What else did they say? Oh, they also tested for poison, and he wasn't poisoned. And that's the thing here. It's sad to say, but sometimes animals don't have value to some people. There is no SPCA here. You're not calling anybody up and saying, hey, the neighbor just killed his cat, or hey, the neighbor just beat his dog, or hey, the neighbor just threw kittens in a trash can. Because I've seen it. I've seen scumbags. When we were in, where was that, Hensonville? Well, our first apartment in Hensonville, the one neighbor who was a scumbag took 3 kittens alive, threw them in the trash, and we got them out. We got them out. We put them to the side and everything like that. There's none of that here, and people will poison animals. Oh, your dog's getting in my yard, or oh, your cat's shitting in my yard, or something, or your cat impregnated my cat, and they'll poison them. Not everybody, but there are the scumbags out there that do that. So he wasn't poisoned. So he never had a seizure either while we were there. He never had a seizure while we were there. So they said they wanted to keep Liberty, right? To do what? Observe him. Just observe him, and like, well, we're not done. We can observe him at home. What they did was they gave us 3 medicines. They gave us one medicine. It was a pill for anti-seizure. And here's the thing: the same pill that they give the cat, now on a smaller dosage, though, it's the same they give a human being. So we had to go to the pharmacy or get that medication at the pharmacy. They gave us a liquid for. What was the liquid for? Infection? That was for the infection. They gave us a liquid that we had, a syringe that we have to, fill up and then after he eats, put it into his mouth and get it down his throat. And they also gave us a pill, I guess also for some type of infection. They also gave him three shots when we were there. They gave him a shot for an infection,
Vitamins.
like a vitamin shot,
And
and
appetite.
something. They gave him a shot, I guess, to boost his appetite, is what they said. So he got the 3 shots here, plus the medication we got. Everything went smooth. They were really nice people. You know, first time ever experiencing taking him to this hospital, this animal hospital clinic. They were great. I mean, they were great. Really nice. Answered all our questions. So we brought Liberty's home now. Liberty slept in the box all night. Just slept, you know. And we know cats, they like to just run off and hide until they repair themselves and everything. But he's inside and all the doors are closed. He can't get out. So he's kind of like hiding in the kitchen where it's dark. He is drinking. You know, we put water down and he drank water, you know, slowly he drank it, you know, but he's weak. We got canned food and looked kind of like smushed it all up, minced it all up and everything. And he did eat a couple spoonfuls of that. I mean, he didn't eat it all, but he is eating, he is drinking. I got the liquid down his throat. The pill I'll put down his throat later on. But that's what's going on with Liberty. Like I said, it just overnight, boom, just like that. Like Liberty was fine at the store. Liberty was up, meowing, rubbing against her leg, wanting to be fed. He was fine. And her brother said, like, you know, aside from a cat being a cat and sleeping, he didn't appear to be sick or anything at the store when he was there. Didn't have any seizures when he was there. So yeah, it's like, you know, maybe it's the combination of things. Maybe it's the combination of, I don't know, like he had, you know, an infection in him. And with the move, you know, and I read online about how animals can be stressed, just like a human being can be stressed. You know, the stress of moving and bringing him here and getting him out of his only environment that he's ever known. The whole combination just all boiled out to one point, and you know, he had these seizures. But what do you think, Lloyd? I'm rambling away.
Yeah,
you know, I'm just rambling away.
I'm very, very sad when I hear they express me out when I see that. Like, every time he gets seizure, like, I cry.
Yeah.
Of course, that's my cat.
Yeah. That's
our cat, though. I've been, like, you know, like, I've been, like, taking care of Liberty, like, almost 2 years now, so.
Like, like I knew it was a seizure. I mean, it couldn't be anything else but a seizure. But, of course, I'm thinking maybe some bastard poisoned him. You know, you never know. You never know around anywhere. You know, and you know, my thing is, you do that to an animal, guess what? You should be poisoned. You want to abuse an animal like that, you should be poisoned. You want to kick animals and beat on them, you should be kicked and beaten. But like I said, there is no value
some
for
people
animals.
Like, I just don't get it.
Yeah, some
you know?
people, but you do have a lot of people here that take very well care of their animals. I mean, even though they do rooster fights and chicken fights here, these guys that own these roosters, they take better care of that rooster than they do their own family.
Their family.
Yeah, it's a sport here. Like it or not, it is a sport here. And like I said, you do have people that do take care of them, but you also have the scumbags, like anywhere else, that will abuse an animal.
Exactly.
But that's what's going on.
Yeah.
You know, sorry if it's, you know, good news one day, bad news the other day, but that's just life. That's just life in general. But Joy's been locked outside because
yeah, I always diss Liberty.
yeah, we don't want him to like get in Liberty's face, which I don't think he does. But that's what's going on, guys. Hopefully Liberty recovers.
I hope he will be better soon.
Yeah.
Later on, I want to take. I want to give him another medicine.
Yeah, the pill. Yeah, we got to give him a pill.
We need to eat. He needs to eat more.
And
more.
yeah, try to get him to eat more. But as you guys know, like cats, they could be near death and they spring back. They spring back. what was it? Meow Meow.
Meow.
So you guys have been following us for a long time. Cat named Meow Meow over at our first place in Cashville. We thought it died. Matter of fact, the guard was digging a hole to bury the cat, and the cat disappeared, and a couple weeks later the cat showed up and it was ready to go. So
No, Meow Meow.
Meow Meow.
Meow Meow was laid down there, and then we thought that he's already died.
That's what I said.
You said he go out.
He took off after the guard had dug the hole, and then he took off, didn't he?
No.
Oh, he stayed around.
He did that. Like he is lying there, and then we thought like he's died because he don't talk, he don't like
Yeah.
that. I said to him like, Kuya, I think he's died, and then we are all sad, remember?
Yeah.
And then Kuya was digging the hole because he will put the cat. And then when he start like holding the cat, then cat said, meow. That's
Yeah.
why he don't bury
But then
him.
after a day or two,
he ran away.
He ran away, and then showed up like a couple weeks later, and he was fine. So we know cats, and if you know cats, you know how they work. So anyways, guys, we're gonna close this one up. Sorry if this is bad news, but you know what? This is life in general, no matter where you live. So, all right, guys, we will talk to you later.